Hi, we got Buddy. Buddy, sweet boy.
I just want to say straight up, sorry for the video quality and angles at times. I had the GoPro strapped to my chest, which I thought would capture most of Buddy here, but it turns out I bend a lot and the camera was pointed down to the floor most of the time. I don't know when, but I hope to buy a tripod that I can attach the camera to and keep it all in one frame for you to see. This is Buddy. He was one of the very first dogs I had week one of opening my own home-based salon. If you didn't know, I used to have a job working in a bank, and over the years I did pretty well building myself up. But last year I had doubts it was what I wanted to continue doing. My contract ended, and although I was uncertain about the change in career, I decided to take the opportunity and jump back into study. That year, my partner and I had just moved into our home, which was a massive jump from paying rent to now paying a mortgage. All I had was my emergency fund to rely on, and I spent a good chunk of it investing in a good course which gave me a month with a 1-on-3 trainer, learning all the foundational skills for dog grooming. I had to travel and stay in Airbnbs, which also cost me quite a bit on top, so I was really taking a jump into the unknown. Anyway, I was so grateful to discover I absolutely loved coming to the salon to work with the dogs every single day, and I could finally wake up each morning feeling like I had a sense of purpose again, which I knew I had lost working at the bank for some time. I was just convincing myself, for my family's sake, the income from the bank was what we needed. Once I finished my course, which other than working in a salon for a month and completing several months' worth of hand-in-hand theory, I was grateful to get a casual job as a bather working for a salon on my side of town. Other than learning different methods to dog grooming, I was actually taking so many notes on the business side of it all and what I felt worked and what didn't. I was also given different advice on when the right time to start a business was, but interestingly, who the advice came from was another thing. I had one person suggest to work in a salon for at least 6 months before considering my own business. This was someone who I felt cared about my development and was speaking from her own experience. I was told by another groomer that I knew nothing. This was from someone who in the end I felt didn't believe in my personal growth or capability. At the time this was said, I felt it to be strange to say and untrue, as I did know something, and I completed what I felt to be a good quality qualification for it. And the advice given from my mentor was as long as I knew the foundational work, could do it safely, and made sure I had all my ducks in a row when it came to the business side, I should go for it. This was someone who started from their home too, who had the passion and who later created a very successful business. This may be a weird comparison, but it's probably like those people out there who know they want to be a parent someday. They just know it and seem ready for it without question. They trust the day will come when it's right, and that's how I felt about starting my own business. I felt ready, and it felt like the right thing for me to do to move forward. Something I am proud of is that I can offer a calmer environment being a home-based one-on-one groomer. From feedback I give to owners and what they've mentioned to me, I'm glad to hear their dogs have responded well on their first time visiting. I'm also always learning and taking advice from others on the best way to improve, or other ways to try to make the experience better for the dogs, and I'm so glad I can provide that space for them, because some of the salons I've worked in seem too rushed or loud. The dogs seem stressed being pushed through the process. In saying that, even looking at some of this footage now, 11 weeks later, I can already see where I've changed some handling techniques or my scrubbing methods in the bath. Each week there's improvement, and I'm so glad I have a small community willing to give me a shot and prove myself. I I haven't chatted much about Buddy in this video, but he is one of my regulars, so I'll likely make another video featuring him. Plus, he is also one of the best dogs to groom. That aside, this is like an intro video of sorts. Currently my GoPro will only run for an hour before the battery dies, and I don't have a tripod to sit it all still just yet, but I plan to figure something out to make it work. Anyway, keeping things short and sweet, I hope to upload many grooming videos of the dogs that visit the salon, mostly for transparency and self-growth. Sometimes it's good to watch how you do something and reflect if the method really is the best one. Thanks for watching, and see you soon, buddy!